And that challenge is a history of sexual abuse, whether it's child or an adult rape. And certainly that's my story. I've shared that before. A lot of you know that. And this can seriously, seriously mess with you when you get married and you're like, you know, you have all these triggers and things from past abuse or rape or whatever it was. So here are a couple of things that have helped me. Number one, seeing a counselor was very helpful, but because just even talking to someone who understands, who's talked to other people who can say you're not alone in this, that's a very normal reaction, just all of that is even comforting. Number two, ask if your husband is willing to let you be the initiator. This has been the biggest help for me, because if you were raped or sexually abused, you had no control. Someone was forcing themselves on you, but if you can be the one that says, I am initiating, no one's trying to force themselves on me, it just makes all the difference in the world. So from day one, I told Raul, well, before we even got married, I said, this is how it's going to have to work. Can you live with that? And he goes, as long as you initiate. And so that has to be my part of the agreement. But it made the world of difference for me to say, like, okay, I am not going to, have to deal with someone, coming at me when I wasn't expecting it or whatever. So that's huge. Go slow and ask your husband if he's willing to stop if you feel triggered, and that's comforting. If he will stop, and you agree ahead of time, you know that I'm trying to heal from this. Will you stop if I say that I need to slow down for a minute? Just knowing that you almost have that control, that they will stop, lets you relax again and reset. So that's huge. And tell your husband if there are certain triggers that are just like, could you maybe never do that, if that's okay? Because for me, I just cannot, I know this is weird, but I can't have him touch my neck, ever. Ever. He can't kiss my neck, he can't put his finger on my neck, nothing. Long story. But that's a huge trigger for me. And so he's just like, okay, I can live without touching the neck for the rest of my life, I'll probably live. So, but we can do other things. So, and then coach your soul. We've talked about that so many times here, coaching your soul. It's a biblical thing. King David did it all the time throughout the Psalms. But remind yourself, you can enjoy sex, and your husband isn't forcing you, and he's not that other person. And so in my head, I'm having an internal dialogue as things are starting to progress. I'm like, this is my husband, he loves me, I can enjoy this, I will enjoy this. I'm telling myself, and it changes everything when you start to change your mindset. Okay, let's move to I'm gonna breeze through these just because there's 15 to cover. Physical exhaustion, how many can resonate with that one? I don't want to, okay, yeah. So here are a couple ideas. Ask your husband to help with evening responsibilities, because if you say, you know what, I'll be much more ready for you if you do the dishes and put the kids in bed and, make their lunches. And he's like, okay, I'm on top of that one, I'll do that. Because, they usually like that idea. So ask for help with those evening chores and stuff. Go to bed earlier if you can. Maybe you need to cut some things out of your schedule, because a lot of us are overscheduled, right? And we're doing way too much, and so no wonder we're tired.